Hi, so I decided to make this video because last 2 weeks I'm kind of struggling to stay productive with my film stuff, and I just thought if it's happening to me, probably it's happening to other people as well, and it would be nice to kind of talk about emotions and that kind of stuff, because if you really analyze what's going on with you and what are the stuff that affect you, then you can kind of work through it and like fix it so that you can go back to your editing room or to your camera. So basically, in my case, what happened 2 weeks ago, my first short film was screened in the theater. Why? Because I participated in 48-hour film festival, so everyone who submitted their work, who registered and then submitted their work of the films that they made in 48 hours was screened in that theater. So in total it was 28 films, and I just got so inspired. Oh my god, like I really liked the films of other people and the stuff that they did. Especially I liked, I was really impressed with the martial arts, and I was like, oh my god, next year I'm doing it as well. I have no idea how, but I got inspired and I got these huge emotions. And then sometimes it happens, I meet someone and I'm like, oh my god, I want you in my film. And so after that event, I was just full of emotions. I couldn't go to sleep. I was just like walking in my house and apartment, and I was like, oh, like all these ideas and stuff, and I was just so excited and so inspired. And next day I had to go to work. And the thing is that now I have long shifts, so in next 4 days I worked 40 hours. So what happened, I think, is that next day, instead of because I had all these emotions in me, right? And instead of releasing it, maybe it would be a script idea, maybe it would be something, right? But instead of working on it and instead of giving time to all this inspiration to realize itself, I killed it in myself and went to work. And I think this broke me, okay? And I didn't realize that in that moment. I thought it was fine. And I thought, oh, you know what? In 4 days, I will just continue my film stuff, but now I need to work. And nothing is wrong with my work. It's not like it's stressing me out too much or something. I love my job, okay? But I think the reason was that it was not a regular day the day before, and I think if it happens to you, you need to respect yourself and your inspiration, and you need to take the time and work through it. So now I think I should have tried to take a day off, and the next day should be like all about film, all about inspiration, all about martial arts, doesn't matter, but you need to release this stuff from yourself, and instead of just killing and repressing and no, today I'm just working, no, give yourself this, you need it. So okay, so after 4 days I was tired, and then I just wanted to go in the nature somewhere. And what happened was that my husband invited a person from Georgia. So I'm from Georgia, and I have some PTSD stuff for Georgians. Well, not for my husband, because he doesn't trigger anything bad. But when I had to communicate with this other Georgian, and I had communicated with him before, and nothing is wrong with that guy. I like him, he is a very good person, but the thing is that I already had this stress and this repressed emotions and inspirations in me. Then I got tired, and then suddenly I meet this person who triggers this bad stuff in me and memories about Georgia and this culture and environment that I really disliked. And I mean, I had fun, but at the same time, like in the back end, it was like accumulating this bad stuff, you know? And so then I came home and I tried to focus on editing, and I just found myself that I can't focus on that. I just can't focus on that. So I just found some very interesting investigation kind of videos on YouTube. And I mean, on YouTube you can find so many cool and interesting stuff, not just like entertaining, but at the same time when it's like, oh my god. So I ended up watching the YouTube, and the next day it was the same thing. Basically I had 3 days off, and then so the next day I couldn't even leave home, and then my environment indoors also started affecting me. So usually if my house is like messed up, I'm like, whatever, who has time for that? But just because I was already stressed, I was like, oh my god, it's so like bad to look all this, like, oh, what the hell. And also like about my room, I just feel like it's really a cube, and I'm living in this small like matchbox kind of box. And at the same time I can't leave because I'm already so sad and like, oh no, and that kind of stuff. The next day, my last day off, I was like, okay, I will just force myself to leave house, and I did that. And it was too hot outside. The heat was like, the temperature was very high, and this also affected me. And I'm just telling this because you can see how it's this accumulated. I mean, if the first thing never happened, like the next stuff would not affect me, and I'll be like, whatever. I mean, like small stress or something, right? But it does not really affect you, and you can just go on. But just because this stress happened, that I just repressed this inspiration in myself, then this small stuff added and my mood changed. So on my last day off, I went in the park, but temperature was very high and there was no fresh air, because the reason why you want to go out is to kind of breathe fresh air, and it will like help you, and you'll be like, okay, like now I'm fresh, like this fresh energies, fresh emotions kind of stuff. But this didn't happen because it was so hot outside. And so I went to the park and laid down in the grass, and all I could smell was my deodorant, okay, because it was so hot, and I was like, what the hell? And I had my notebook with me, so I planned to write and to work on a script, but I couldn't. So it was already too late, too many stress. And then I got bites from insects, and I was just like, oh my god, this is the symptoms of depression. So see how in 1 week it accumulated. And if this happens to you, you need to investigate. You need to become detective of your emotions. I will not give you advices now. It's wrong, because every person is different and every person goes through this differently. So you just need to find what better works for you. Is it a people you can meet? Maybe you have a friend you can talk to. Maybe you can go somewhere and read a book. Maybe you can go somewhere and have a good meal, so you can like treat yourself. Whatever better works for you. But I think the main thing is to just, if you notice, oh, something went wrong, okay, just have your like Sherlock Holmes hat on and just investigate, why did this happen? Because once you realize, then you can work on it, and it's just, you kind of are relieved. Okay, oh, okay, it's not like I have symptoms of mental illness, but it's just some stuff just affected me, and I'm a sensitive person, and it does not matter it does not matter how stupid it looks, okay? It can be like very simple, small stuff. It does not have to be something big, and it's not like something that needs to be validated. Oh, it was huge enough, now I got it, so I received the stress from this event. No, it can be like very simple thing, like, I don't know, 1 second. We are very sensitive people, and it doesn't matter what affects us, okay? Like a fly just landed here and I just get stressed from it, so okay, now I can't work on it anymore. But the thing is to realize what happened and just kind of accept it. Okay, this happened to me, and I just believe that this kind of investigation of your emotions is really helpful, because the thing is, if you just search your symptoms, okay, because it's like 1 week, after 1 week I'm just very, I feel really down, really blue, and let's just search the symptoms, you will get the mental diseases diagnosis, okay? And the thing is, if you Google, oh, I have a headache, you most likely get a result that, oh, you know what, you're dying tomorrow. And it is the same. I mean, I think it's a good idea to do this investigation with your emotions. There was something else I wanted to tell you. Oh, and yes, so one more thing was that first, when this started, I was still feeling pretty good, pretty well. My mood was not bad. And I just thought that, oh, I can't focus on editing because I'm perfectionist and I just don't like the way I do it. And so I even made a blog post about that. Oh, I'm so perfectionist, like I can't do post-production. But then I realized that, hey, it's not about that. It's just I'm getting this, how to say that? Oh, I forgot the word. It's like when you punch something and you get this, you know. I forgot how it's called. Damn it. Yeah, but you got it, right? So like if you punch something, so I was punched with this, and then it's like whoo, and you're just suffering, and it's just accumulating then. So I think it's pretty fun, and I mean, I love talking about this kind of stuff. And I mean, if you know me in real life, or if you don't know me, it doesn't matter, but I mean, feel free to talk to me about this kind of stuff, because I think it's very important, because we need to kind of keep ourselves productive. That's the only way to success and to just get what we want, and to just get what we want. That's the only way. So I think we should be open about it, and I think we should always have this investigator's hats on and just help each other, help yourself, and yeah, okay, bye.